Hey guys, it's Key Life Trading, Equi Futures. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today we're gonna just do a quick recap of my trades. And if you can't tell, I'm a little bit sick. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. And please bear with me. You might hear me sniffle, you might hear a cough here and there, but be patient with me. So today I took 5 trades, and within the frame of 2 stocks. So those stocks are CAPR and BNZI. So far, BNZI is doing fantastic and gave a lot of opportunity for people to make some profit. I know a lot of people got paid today, and we're just gonna go over it. So the first trade I took today was on CAPR, and we're looking at it right now. And we took our first entry on the third 1 minute candle right here at 840. So I'm just gonna use the money line here on Thinkorswim to show you the entry. So I took an entry on this candle right here. And at first it started to tank, but then I realized that there was some support right here at the bottom and it started to push up. And then I started to see that the buying pressure continue on the third candle. So I was like, you know what, let me just test it out, jump in. And I jumped in with the amount of the share size was 714 shares. So I jumped in with 714 shares right there at 840. And then it went all the way up. The momentum was pushing, pushing, pushing. And it went to 924. I let it ride to 924, but I put a hard stop at $9 right here just to see, well, one, to see how far it can potentially go or continue to go. But I wanted to make sure I set a hard stop, which I usually don't do, but I set a hard stop just in case if price did reverse, which it did eventually. And you'll usually get that reversal when you get that strong momentum to the upside. But I did put the hard stop at $9 and I got taken out, and I made a profit of $428. I wasn't expecting that big move, but we have momentum in the market and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I know I sound crazy, guys. I sound a little bit nasal, but like I said, be patient with me. But anyway, so I took that trade, and then price started to roll over and tank. And as you can see, it went down for a bit and it started to go sideways. So after that, I took another trade on CAPR. And I think that trade, let's see, I think it was a short position. Yes, I did take a short position on CAPR, and it was in this candle right here. I think it was this candle. Let's see. Actually, yes, it was in this candle. So once I see that strong momentum, I did see the pop up. Then we got another side candle right here, which would be considered a pullback if you look at it a certain type of way. But this was a little pullback, and I got in at 820 right here. I actually shorted it at 820. And with that entry, I had 731 shares, and I shorted it all the way down to $8. So I got out right here at $8. I didn't want to be too greedy, so I just took profit. And at the same time, the price was a little bit volatile, a little bit too volatile to my taste. But I did take a quick profit, so that was a whole 20 cent, which is usually my risk to reward. I would risk 10 cents, I make 20 cents. So I did make 20 cent profit on this short position right here. So I shorted it on this candle right here, this third candle right here. So once I see that price was stalling out from going up, it retests to go up. Then sellers started to push it down. So I took my entry on a short position at 820, and then it pushed all the way down to 8, and I took profit right here. As soon as I seen price wasn't really pushing down as strong as I wanted to see it, so I took profit, and I ended up with a profit of $146 on that trade. All right. So the next trade that I took was on BNZI. So BNZI, and this was before this big move. As you can see, there's a lot of momentum and buying pressure in BNZI. So I didn't take it over here. So the first trade I took on BNZI was at $7.10, and that was a short position. So I took the short position. Give me a second. I took it over here, right here, on this candle. I feel so horrible right now. But anyways, I still got to do my review. So I got in at 710. I'm trying to line it up. Anyways, let's just call it 710. I know it's 711, but anyway, 710, and I took it short all the way to 690. So I took short and I sold it right here at 690. Just a quick get in and get out. Anyways, it's not 690, but my hand is not going exactly at 690. I'm trying to make it as perfect as possible. But anyway, let's call that 690. So I got in at a short at 710, and I took a short, and I took my exit at 690, and that gave me a profit of $169. The amount of shares that I got filled was 846 shares. So with that, I made a profit of $169. And then after that, I took another trade on BNZI, and that one was a long position. That was a long position. And when price continued to go down, I realized it bounced. And once it bounced, I did take another entry up here, right in this candle right here. And this was the same thing, a quick get in and get out position. So I did get it in at the same price that I shorted it at, which was 710. So I got in at 710. Seeing that buyers was pushing it up. I got in at 710, and with that I got filled 846 shares. No, 845 shares, sorry. I got filled 845 shares, and I rode it all the way up to 740 right here. I exit right here, almost to the top, but I got out at 740. Oh my god, I cannot get it. But anyway, 740. I know this say 742, but 740 was my exit. I cannot get it to be exact, and I don't want to waste you guys' time. But anyway, I got out at 740. A couple cents before it actually turned over, and then it dropped after. So with that, I took profit, and I walked away with 253 shares. So then I went back to, this was my last trade. I went back to CAPR. Let's tap back into CAPR. So I went back to CAPR, and this trade was a short position. I'll try to go short, and it was over. Wait, was it here? Let me see. Let me look at the time. So was it here? No, I think it was right here. I think it was right here. Let's see. Actually, no, it was not here. So, anyways, it was right here. I hopped in at 780, and I got filled 769 shares. So I got in right here on this candle. I jumped in at 780, right? Jumped in at 780. Let me get rid of these other ones so it's not confusing. So anyways, I got it right there. Price did go down. Actually, no, it was a long position. Sorry. This was a long position. I'm just looking back. It was a long position. I got in at 780, thinking it was going to continue to go up, but price eventually turned around and it went down here, and I took my loss at 771. So with that, I lost about $69 on that trade, and I called it a day after. Well, I ended my trading day after that. As you can see, price did continue to go down afterwards, but now it's popped up. The last trade I was going to take was on BNZI, and this was right after this big rip up, and price halted. So it was right here, it halted, and then price popped up all the way to 1047 and then came back down. So based on this candle right here, let's see if I could bring it in a little bit better. Based on this candle, I was thinking, because when it opened up right here. I was thinking that it was going to continue to go up. I was going to jump in at 990, right at the tip, basically at the tip right here. At 990, right here, but I didn't. Something told me not to. But if I was supposed to jump in this trade, it would have been a small size. And I was preparing myself to jump in, but I wasn't liking the price action based on the fact that we had a big move going up, and then we got the little pullback here. And I'm like, okay, it did a rip up, but the strength of the buyers wasn't there. So I was like, you know what? Let me keep my hands to myself, and I did not take the trade. And lucky thing I didn't take the trade because the price went all the way down to $8.83, which would have been horrible for me. So that was a good call on my end. But as you can see, it continued to go higher little by little, but now it's tanking again. And I think it's halted. But this was up, I think, over over like 100%, over 150% if I'm not mistaken. Now it's up 125%, but it still look like it got some juice in it, even though it's pulling back right now. But we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully you guys made some profit off of BNZI because this was one of the leading movers today. As you can see, it's still the leading mover at 125%. So hopefully you guys made some profit off that one. And guys, thanks for tuning in. That's the end of the recap. If you want, join our free Discord. The link is in the description. Equa Futures, where we do our recap every day. We call out the stocks that we're looking at or we're interested in, and it's just a growing community of like-minded traders. So thanks for bearing with me with my stuffy nose, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace.